All right, number 2. It says that AB is a median. If AB is a median connects a vertex of a triangle to its opposite side at the opposite side's midpoint. So that means that this is the middle point of DC. That means that BC is congruent to DB. Algebraically, if they're congruent, that means that they are equal to each other. So this 36 minus 2x is equal to 15 plus x. I'm first going to subtract 15 from both sides. So I get 21 minus 2x equals x. I'm going to add 2x to both sides. So I'm going to get 21 equals 3x and divide both sides by 3. So I get x equals 7. This 54 degrees has nothing to do with our problem. It's just there. It's there to see if you know the definition of a median and that you understand that a median divides a segment into 2 congruent segments. Okay, number 4 says that HK is an altitude. An altitude connects a vertex of a triangle to the opposite side at a right angle. So that means that these are both right angles, and that means they both equal 90 degrees. This angle equals 90, this angle equals 90. Well, this angle that was labeled, angle HKI, equals 90 degrees. So 3x plus 3 equals 90 degrees. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides of my equation. So I get 3x equals 87. 87 divided by 3 is 29. So x equals 29. I'm just going to plug my x back in to make sure I did it right. So that means that 3 times my x, which is 29, plus 3 should equal 90. And it does. Okay, number 10, it says that D is the orthocenter. An orthocenter is 3 altitudes in a triangle, and an altitude connects a vertex to the opposite side at a right angle. So this is a right angle, this is a right angle at F, and this is a right angle at G. So that's what gives us what we need, the fact that 4x plus 10 is a right angle. So 4x plus 10 is equal to 90 degrees. I'm going to start off by subtracting 10 from both sides of my equation. That'll leave me with 4x equals 80. Divide everything by 4. So I get x equals 20. I'm going to plug that back in just to make sure I did it correctly. 4 times 20 plus 10. 4 times 20 is 80 plus 10 is 90. And that's what we wanted this angle to equal. Okay, number 14 says that D is the centroid of triangle ABC. A centroid connects 3 medians in a triangle. A median is a vertex to the opposite side at the opposite side's midpoint. So that means that AG is congruent to GC. So that means that 3z plus 6 is equal to 18. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides of my equation, and I get 3z equals 12. Divide both sides by 3, I get z equals 4. I'm going to plug that 4 back in to z to make sure that I get the correct answer of 18. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 6 is 18. So I knew that, I know I did that correctly. Alright, number 16, it says that D is the circumcenter of ABC. A circumcenter is 3 perpendicular bisectors in a triangle. That means that these are all right angles, and bisector means it just bisects the opposite sides. So these sets of sides are congruent. So I have 2 things to solve here. I have to find x and I have to find y. Well, x, I know that this side has been bisected by E. So this 37 is equal to this side, 3x plus 7. So I subtract 7 from both sides of my equation, and I get 30 equals 3x. Divide by 3, I get x equals 10. And if I check my work, I do 3 times 10, which is 30, plus 7 gives me 37. Now I have to solve for y. Well, I remember I said that they're all perpendicular, so these are all right angles. So that means that this angle is a right angle. So that means that angle BFD, which is 2y plus 70, is a right angle of 90 degrees. So I subtract 70 from both sides, and I get 2y equals 20. Divide by 2 on both sides, I get y equals 10. I'm going to plug that back in just to make sure. 2 times 10 is 20, plus 70 is 90. All right, I'm going to come back up and do number 10, because I think my video cut off. But if not, you guys go ahead and go on to the exit quiz. All right, number 10 says that D is the orthocenter of triangle ABC. An orthocenter is 3 altitudes. An altitude is a segment that connects a vertex to the opposite side at a right angle. So all of these are right angles. That means that this is 4x plus 10, which is also a right angle, so that's equal to 90. I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides, and I get 4x equals 80. Divide by 4 on both sides, so I get x equals 20. If I plug that 20 back in, I get 4 times 20 plus 10. 4 times 20 is 80, plus 10 is 90. And then number 12, in case that cut off as well, says that K is the incenter. An incenter is 3 angle bisectors in a triangle. So that means that this angle has been bisected, this angle has been bisected, this angle has been bisected. That means that these two angles are congruent. So 10y is equal to 40. Divide by 10, y is equal to 4. Plug it back in just to make sure. 10 times 4 is 40.